My husband's mistress showed up uninvited at our family dinner, right in the middle of my mother's toast. She walked in wearing a red dress, all eyes snapping to her, and my husband's face drained of color so fast I thought he might faint. The nerve, I thought. She wasn't just bold, she was cruel, and suddenly every whispered conversation, every late-night work emergency, clicked into place. I felt the rage and humiliation boil up in me as she smiled, lips painted the same shade as her dress, and took the empty seat next to him like she'd sat there 100 times before. Nobody breathed. My mother's hand trembled, my son looked at me with wide, confused eyes, and my husband just stared at his lap. She reached for the bread basket, her fingers brushing his, and I saw the admission in his posture, the guilt, the fear. I wanted to scream, throw her out, demand answers, but instead I watched her, because something about her face nagged at me, like a memory half remembered. My mother, always the peacemaker, tried to ask her name, her voice shaking, and the mistress answered with a last name that punched the air from my lungs. It was my maiden name. The room spun. My mother's wineglass shattered as it slipped from her hand. I stared at the woman, suddenly seeing the resemblance, her jawline, the shape of her eyes, the same nervous tic I'd had as a child. In front of my entire family, secrets spilled. Years ago, before my parents married, my father had a daughter he never acknowledged. That daughter was sitting at my table, sleeping with my husband, and I'd never known she existed. I wanted to be furious, to blame him, to hate her. But all I could feel was this crushing ache. How many times had I wished for a sister, someone who understood, someone who belonged? Now, in one night, I'd lost my marriage and gained a sibling, and I couldn't decide which betrayal hurt more, his or hers, or my own family's silence.